Namaste children, welcome back. This is your English online class for Standard 5. Look at the screen children. Be very attentive. Very good. Chapter 6, Verbs and Adverbs. Fill in the blanks with the correct auxiliary verb. What are the auxiliary verbs? Do you remember helping verbs? Yes. Even last year it was there on the board, sideboard, and you used to sing all the auxiliary verbs together. Am is are, was, were, will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, has, have, had. Yeah, that's all. These are all auxiliary verbs. Now, no problem. You have all the options here to pick the correct answer. Okay. Now, number 1. Every boy in our class dash books, pens and pencils. Okay. You have option A, does, have, has, are. Every boy in our class does books. So that sounds very odd, grammatically wrong. And when you come to this option D, are, every boy in our class are books. Doesn't make sense. So you rule out option A and D. Check whether B or C, which is the right answer here. Every boy. Every means that denotes singular form. Okay, singular. When it is singular, you have to use has or have. For singular, which is the right option, has or have. Has. Very good. Every boy in our class has books, pens and pencils. Easy, right? Yeah. Next. Next is very easy. The moment you see, you will say the answer. I dash waiting for my friends. When you have I, very sure your answer must be am. I am. Not only that, and immediately you check the verb here. It is a continuous tense, waiting. If you have ing word, definitely you have to use am. I am waiting. I am reading. I am listening. It goes like this, right? You remember? Yes. Number 3. February dash 28 days. February is in singular form, singular noun. So for singular noun, you have to use has. February has 28 days. Right? Okay. Now, number 4. 4 children dash playing in the ground. 4 children, this is in plural form. And after this dash, you have playing, continuous tense. Playing. So, what is the option? Is, can you say is playing? Is playing is correct, but you cannot use is because you are talking in plural form, right? Right. So, which is the right option? Very good. 4 children were playing in the ground. Definitely am will not come here because am always goes with I. Was is also right, but was is for singular noun. Here you have 4 children, right? Was is in, yeah, you have to use was only when you are talking something that had happened in the past. So you don't have anything like that here in the sentence, right? Okay. So 4 children were playing in the ground. Next. Dash you introduced yourself? Dash you introduced yourself? Check am, does, has or have. The question, look here, after the dash you have your you. For this you pronoun, you have to use have. Have you introduced yourself? You should not say has you introduced yourself. That's wrong. Okay. Then, she dash not believe in superstitions. Okay. Superstitions are beliefs which we have, which are not true, myths. They are just myths, right? Okay. She dash not believe in superstitions. She is not believe, do not believe, does not believe, or she are not believe. So option A and D wrong. So check whether C or B. She do not believe or she does not believe. Right. She does not believe in superstitions. She goes with does. She does not. He does not. Okay. Children, to continue with IEO, verbs and adverbs. Question number 7. You should know 2 points about verbs. There are 2 types of verbs here. Transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. Okay. What are they? Transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. Very easy, okay, to identify. So now I'll tell you how to identify. Look at the screen. Now you're going to learn transitive verbs. Transitive verbs are not just verbs that can take an object, they demand objects. Without an object to affect the sentence that a transitive verb inhabits will not seem complete. Okay, I'll just explain this. If you see this, you will understand. See the examples. Please bring coffee. The girls carry water. June threw the ball. Could you phone the neighbors? I caught a cold. She loves rainbows. Laila conveyed the message. Right. Okay. I'm saying these sentences have transitive verbs. What are the verbs in the sentences that you all know very well? Bring, carry, action words. All these action words are verbs. Bring, carry, through, phone, caught, loves, conveyed. All these are verbs. And the extra thing which you're going to learn is all these verbs in this sentences are transitive verbs. How? How they are transitive? Children, for each question, you ask a question, who or what. If you get the answer, that is transitive. See, for example, first one. Please bring what? Coffee. You have the answer here. This is only object. Am I clear? Second one you see. The girls carry what? Water. Yes, here you have the answer. So this is transitive verb. Juven threw what? The ball. You have the answer here. This is the object. The ball is the object. So this is transitive verb. Could you phone what? You don't have answer for what, but you have answer for who. Could you phone who or whom? The neighbors. In this sentence, neighbors is the object. So this is transitive verb. Phone is transitive verb. I caught what? Cold. Cold. This is the object. Cold is object. So caught is transitive. She loves what? What's the answer? Very good. Rainbows. So which is the object? Rainbows. So loves is transitive. Lila conveyed what? You're all saying the answer. The message. So which is the object? The message. So conveyed. This is what kind of verb? Transitive verb. That's all is transitive verb, children. Clear? So what you have to do is check whether you get the answer for WHO who or WHAT what. If you get answer for any one of these in the same sentence, right. Your answer is transitive. In case you don't get the answer, That means there is no object. Am I right? If there is object like this, see here, what is the object here? Coffee. Here, water, ball, neighbors, cold, rainbows, message. These are all objects. You got them as answers for your question who and who or what. Right? If you don't get answers like this, they are intransitive. Intransitive verbs. If you get answers like this in the sentence, they are transitive verbs. Simple, right? Yeah. Now let's see what is intransitive. Intransitive verbs. An intransitive verb does not have an object. I told you, right? There won't be object at all. You will not get the answer for who received or what received. Who or what. If you ask question like this, who or what, you will not get the answer. That is only, look here, that is only just a state of being. See, for example, crying. Crying is just a state. Laughing, talking, feeling, growing. All these are only just a state of being. It is not doing, not of doing something to someone or something. You are not doing this to somebody. Got the point? Okay. Now, in these sentences, cry, work, laugh, and talk are intransitive verbs. Let's see the sentences. The baby was crying. Who, what? Ask the question and check whether you have any answer. No, you don't have. So this is intransitive verb. They laughed uncontrollably. They laughed who? They laughed what? No answer. It's just a state. We talked for hours. You don't have the answer for who. We talked to who? We talked to somebody. We talked to the teacher. So teacher will become the object. Then that will become transitive verb. Now you don't have any object like that. Clear? So this is intransitive. He feels sick. He feels who? This goes to whom? What? No, you don't have answer. She grew tired. It's just a state. Okay. So all these are intransitive verbs. So now let's continue the exercise. That is going to be easy now. Now, mark whether the verb used in the given sentences is transitive or intransitive. I like this book. Can I buy this one? Look here. Can I buy? Buy what? This one. Which one? The book. So you have direct object. So this is transitive or intransitive? Transitive. Easy? Easy to find out. Am I right? Yes. Next one. Where will he paste it? In the drawing book. Look here. The word drawing is underlined. Actually, this is specifying the book. It's a noun actually. Am I right, children? In the drawing book. Drawing book is what, children? Noun. So you need not think about transitive or intransitive verb. So the option is none of these. Next, he will probably study again tomorrow. He will probably study who? He will probably study what? You don't have an answer for that here. It's just a state. Studying is a state. So this is intransitive. Right? Okay. The bluebirds are flying to the north. Flying who? Flying what? No, you don't have answer. So this is only a state. Like flying, sleeping, reading, crying, laughing. Yes. So this is intransitive. Clear, children? The spinach leaves grew very fast. Okay. The spinach leaves grew very fast. Grew what? Grew who? Do you have answer here? No, you don't have the answer. In case if it says like this, the spinach plant grew leaves. The spinach plant grew flowers. So in that way, flowers or leaves will become the object. The spinach plant grew what? Flowers. Then flowers will become the object. Then that will become transitive. But now here you don't have any option like that. You don't have object. So this is intransitive. Right? Okay. Next. You need not pay for it. I have already made the payments in advance. You need not pay for it. What is that? You don't know what is it here. You need not pay what? Pay who? Pay what? Are you going to pay money? Are you going to pay to some person? There is no clarity. There is no object. So this is intransitive. Now let's read the heading. Read the header properly, children. Even when you attend the examination, you have to read the heading, understand, and then go to the questions. Okay. Transitive verbs need objects. This we discussed, right? Transitive verbs need objects. Intransitive verbs will not need objects. Am I right? Now what you have to do is fill in the blanks using correct options as the object of the transitive verbs in the given sentences. You are going to fill in the blanks with the objects. Okay. If you feel no object is necessary in that place, you have to just mark no object if the verbs used in the sentences are intransitive. If transitive, definitely you will get the answer. If it is intransitive sentence, you will not get the answer. Answers will not suit. So you have to simply say no object. Clear? Now, your logic is correct, but it does not sound dash good. Your logic is correct. What you're saying is right, but it does not sound good. That's all. It completes. The sentence is completed. Your logic is correct, but it does not sound it good, sound them good, sound itself good, or simply you don't want any object there. No object. Clear? Now, number 14. I see some dash playing in the ground. I see some. You must have some object here. What is the object? Lion, snakes, children, or no object? Of course, children playing in the ground. Next, it is not correct to say that the moon shines. It only reflects light received from sun. You know this. Learn this in science, right? Yeah. Let's read. It's not correct to say that the moon shines dash. Moon shines oneself with other or no object. Or do you think the sentence is completed already? Yes, it is completed. It is not correct to say that the moon shines. It only reflects the light received from sun. So you have to choose the option D, no object. Now choose the correct adverb from the given options. You remember what are adverbs you have learnt? What are adverbs, children? Words that modify or give extra information about adjectives or verbs in the sentence are called adverbs, right? They talk about the place, time, manner, degree or situation or even the circumstances. They give extra information. See here, the children searched for their bags. That's enough. Huh? That's understood. The children searched for their bags. Correct. But you want to add something here. You are giving extra information for this verb. Searched. How? Where? Everywhere. The answer is everywhere actually. The children searched everywhere for their bags. Is that clear? Now, let's see. Got it? Yeah. The children searched everywhere for their bags. This is the correct adverb for this sentence. I dash play badminton with my sister. We are talking about timing here. I today play badminton. I soon play badminton. I often play badminton with my sister, or I much play badminton with my sister. I often play badminton with my sister. Now, number 18. Be very attentive, children. Good. She has dash completed her degree course. She completed the course. Right? You have the option just, often, daily, seldom. This also talks about the timing only. Like when. She has just completed her degree, or she has often completed her degree, daily completed her degree, or seldom completed her degree course. Seldom means rarely. Which is the perfect answer here? Just. She has just completed her degree course. Next, the audience clapped. Never. The audience clapped completely, the audience clapped joyfully, or the audience clapped nowhere. Clapping means what? Happiness only. Joyfully. The audience clapped joyfully. Here is number 20. Jim is a wonderful pianist. He plays a piano dash. He plays the piano wonderfully, more wonderful, most wonderful, wonderful. This is very easy, right? Wonderfully. He plays the piano wonderfully. Sudha is a good dancer. Good dancer. Okay. She dances really well. She dances really well. You cannot use good again here. She dances really good. You cannot say here. You cannot use best. You have to have the. If you have the only, you can use best. Better is a comparative degree. If you have than, if you have one more person in the sentence, when they compare, you can use better. So this is the best option. Sudha is a good dancer. She dances really well. Okay, now these two are very easy. You're going to say now. They dash visit our house. They regular visit, normal visit, once visit, seldom visit. I told you already the meaning of seldom is rarely. So now you got the answer? Yes, they seldom visit our house. They rarely visit our house. Okay. If you have ly here, regularly, then you could go for regularly also. That is option A and D will suit. But now you don't have that option here. Okay. It is good to exercise dash. It is good to exercise highly or regularly, or most heavily or quick. You have to do exercise regularly. It is good to exercise regularly. Clear? Now section E, complete the given paragraph with suitable adverbs. This is a very little paragraph, very small paragraph. Okay. Let's read the paragraph first. Then you should have some idea what is the passage about. Then it will be easy for you to get the answers. Okay. Now let's read. Read along with me. It is Dash said that if we do not take pains, we gain nothing. Dash life without work is meaningless. Those who sit dash or look for outside help invite dash their ruin. The sun, moon and other heavenly bodies dash work. Dash it is clear that work is a must for our life. Dash say you cannot take pains. So what do you think about this passage? The passage is about what? What do you understand actually? It's about hard work work all the time. Don't sit idle. Okay, you have to face the problem. Whatever comes in the way, you have to face. You have to take the pain. No pain, no gain. You know this, right? This proverb you all know. No pain, no gain. We have to take the pain. Then only we'll get the gain. will get the result. You will enjoy life later, right? We should not run away from the issues and problems. We have to face. We have to be strong enough to handle any kind of situation. Okay, children, right? Will you run away seeing something? No, just stand. Check what it is. Find out the solution. What can be done? Do that. Come out of the problem later. Then you will enjoy the life, right? That is the actual inner meaning of this passage. Shall we read one more time? Now you will understand. Let's read. It is dash said that if we do not take pains, we gain nothing. Dash life without work is meaningless. Those who sit dash or look for outside help invite dash their ruin. The sun, moon, and other heavenly bodies dash work. Dash it is clear that work is a must for our life. Dash say you cannot take pains. I think you're clear now, right? So now it will be easy for you to get the answers. Let's see. Number 24, you have the options here. Cleverly, hardly, heavily, rightly. Now, it is Dash said that if we do not take pains, we gain nothing. If we do not take pains, we gain nothing. We get nothing. Clear? So now what kind of sentence is this? Do you want to use cleverly? It is cleverly said. Hardly means rarely. Heavily, no. Rightly, yeah, you have some doubt with between A and D. So now choice is yours. It is cleverly said or rightly said, which is the best option. Very good. It is rightly, perfectly. Okay. It is rightly said that if we do not take pains, we gain nothing. Next. Number 25. You have the options here. Surely, hardly, almost, only. Now let's see the question. Dash life without work is meaningless. Life without work is meaningless. You all know that. Life without work is meaningless. So what is the adverb you are going to write here? Surely life without work, or hardly, almost, or only life without work is meaningless? You are 100% sure life without work is meaningless. So surely life without work is meaningless. Clear? Now, next, number 26 options you see. Really, hardly, boldly, idly. Idly means not doing anything. That's the meaning. Okay. Now, those who sit dash or look for outside help invite dash their ruin. Those who sit dash or look for outside help invite dash their ruin. We discussed this point. If you sit simply without doing anything, you will invite trouble. Or if you want others only to help you, no, definitely will not get help. We have to do ourselves, right? So those who sit, yeah, idly. Idly means not doing anything. Those who sit idly or look for outside help. Those who sit idly or look for outside help invite dash their ruin. See here the options. Invite what? Invite wisely, idly, definitely, gladly. Invite dash their ruin. Ruin is nothing. It'll go nothing. Nothing will be there. That is only ruin. Destroyed. Everything will be destroyed. That's the meaning of ruin. So those who sit idly or look for outside help invite dash their ruin. Invite definitely, sure, definitely their ruin. Next, you have the options 28, hardly, quickly, almost, continuously. This is easy. Okay, now check. The sun, moon, and other heavenly bodies dash work. How they work? Here, yeah, you're right. This is easy. Continuously they work continuously. The sun, moon and other heavenly bodies continuously work. Dash, it is clear that work is a must for our life. The options are secondly, wisely, undoubtedly, justly. Dash, it is clear. So now it is clear. Do you have any doubt? No doubt, right? Dash, it is clear that work is a must for life. So which is the option you are going to choose here? Yes, undoubtedly. There is no doubt. Undoubtedly, it is clear that work is a must for our life. Last one. Dash say you cannot take pains. Will you get up and say, no, I cannot take pains? No. No, you shouldn't say that. Dash say you cannot take pains. So which is answer here? Always say you cannot take pains. Often you say you cannot take pains. Seldom means rarely. Rarely, do you want to say at times rarely? No, no, I cannot take pain. No, children, never. Never say, never ever say you cannot take pains. Say boldly, I'll take pains, I'll face a problem, I'll come out of this bad situation. Clear? Now we are in Achievers section, HOTS. Choose the correct option to complete each sentence. You have to read, understand, and then find out the answer. I think you are all going to say the answer. Number 31. The plants in our kitchen garden dash to be watered. Watch this word carefully, children. The plants in our garden, kitchen garden, dash to be watered. You have the word plants. For plants, will you use needs? No, no. Needing. Is needing or need? Come on. Option is yours. Very good. The plants in our kitchen garden need to be watered. Now watch this carefully. Come on. Come on, come on. It's a challenge. Sheena dash writing a letter. When the bell dash. Okay. Okay. Now you have option A is Sheena is writing a letter when the bell rung. No, this is wrong. This is in participle form. Right? When you have something in participle, definitely you should have has or have or had along with that. So it's absolutely wrong. Option A is wrong. Okay. Let us check option B. Sheena was writing a letter when the bell ringing. No, sentence is not completed. It's wrong. Wrong. This is also wrong. Okay. Now, option C. Sheena will writing a letter. Talk like this? Will you speak English like this? Sheena will writing? No, it should go. It should be like this. Will be writing. Because you have continuous tense here. Will be writing. Future continuous. So you should have will be writing. So this itself, here itself, this is wrong. So check for option D. Sheena was writing a letter when the bell rang. Okay, past tense, simple past tense. Number 33. You dash answer my question yesterday. Yesterday, watch this. Yesterday, past tense. So, aren't, that is are not. Okay, are not, do not, that is don't. Will not suit. This are you can use only in present tense. The sentence is in past tense, something that had happened yesterday. So rule out A. You don't have to answer my question, so that is also wrong. You can use this in present tense. Wrong. Does not also will not suit. So remember, every time we used to talk about this in the class. Yes, you have to use did when you talk about something that had happened in the past. What did you do yesterday? That is only correct. What do you do yesterday? That is wrong. You understand? Yes. So now here the answer is didn't. You didn't answer my question yesterday. Now, next one is very easy because it is yours. Students study their lessons dash. Students study their lessons never. Students study their lessons before, daily, or very. All of you are saying the answer. Very, 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 very good children. You do this, right? Students study their lessons daily. Is the correct answer. Next. The mother dash leads the sleeping baby in the cradle. The mother carries the baby in her hand. The baby is sleeping. Mother wants to put the baby in the cradle. How will she put the baby in the cradle? Gently, honestly, frankly, hardly. Softly she will lay the baby. So the answer is gently.